Are you serious? Take back America. Heidi just walked in and handed me this brand new cup and just a powerful message on this cup on Take Back America. I'll share a little bit more with you about that in a moment. But more important, let's go here quickly. I want to share with you, there has been at least 6 presidents that warned this nation in their own writings of the Illuminati. Matter of fact, let me just read to you from the Library of Congress. George Washington, he wrote on October the 24th, 1798. He said, Reverend Sir, I have your favor of the 17th instant before me. And my only motive to trouble you with the receipt of this letter is to explain and correct a mistake, which I perceive the hurry in which I am obliged often to write letters have led you into. It was not my intention to doubt that. The doctrines of the Illuminati and the principles of Jacobism had not spread in the United States. On the contrary, no one is more truly satisfied of this fact than I am. The ideal that I meant to convey was that I did not believe that the lodges of Freemasons in this country had, as societies, endeavored to propagate the diabolical tenets of the first, which is the Illuminati, or the pernicious principles of the latter, if they are susceptible or separation. The individuals of them may have done it, or that the founder or instrument employed to be found, the democratic societies in the United States, may have had these objects and actually had a separation of the people from their government in view is too evident to be questioned. In other words, George Washington is responding to a letter he received saying, look, I am sorry, but I was wrong. I didn't realize just how strong a foothold the Illuminati has to try to take the government from the people. Are you serious? He says, my occupations are such, but little leisure is allowed me to read newspapers or books of any kind. The reading of letters and preparing of answers has absorbed my time. He's trying to respond to everyone. He's just served as our nation's first president for 8 years, and he's writing letters to people. Essentially what he is saying, he does not doubt that the doctrines of the Illuminati are created, which was used to infiltrate the Freemasonry and had spread in the United States. In fact, he says, on the contrary, no one is more truly satisfied of this than I am. George Washington, first president of the United States. Now, here's a quote. I sincerely believe with you that the banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. Let's read that again. I sincerely believe with you that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies. That's Thomas Jefferson, third president of the United States. Matter of fact, here's a quote. A power has risen up in the government, greater than the people themselves, consisting of many and various powerful interests, combined in one mass and held together by the cohesive power of the vast surplus in banks. Who quoted that? John Calhoun, Vice President of the United States. Then here's a quote for you. Behind the obstacle government sits enthroned an invisible government or a shadow government, owing no allegiance and acknowledging no responsibility to the people. To destroy this invisible government, to befoul the unholy alliance between the corrupt businesses and corrupt politics is the first task of the statesmanship of the day. Theodore Roosevelt, President the 26th president of the United States. Here's a quote for you. A great industrial nation is controlled by its system of credit. Our system of credit is privately concentrated. The growth of the nation, therefore, and all our activities are in the hands of a few men. We have become to be one of the worst ruled, one of the most completely controlled and dominated governments in the civilized world. No longer a government by free opinion, no longer a government by conviction and the vote of the majority, but a government by the opinion and the duress of small groups of dominant men. Who said that? Woodrow Wilson, the 28th president of the United States. He also went on to say, since I entered politics, I have chiefly had men's views confided to me privately. Some of the biggest men in the United States in the field of commerce and manufacturing are afraid of something. They know that there's a power somewhere so organized, so subtle, so watchful, so interlocked, so complete, so pervasive that they had better not speak above their breath when they speak in condemnation of it. What's he talking about? The Illuminati, the shadow government, the spirit of the global elitists, the Luciferians, the secret societies that operate in the New World Order. Who said that? Again, Woodrow Wilson, 28th president of the United States. And then there's the New York City mayor, John F. Hyland, in 1922, when he said, the real menace of our republic is the invisible government, which like a giant octopus sprawls its slimy legs over our cities, states, and nation. The little cohort of powerful international bankers virtually run the United States government for their own selfish purposes. They practically control both parties. Would we call that the establishment, for those of you who don't understand? And they control the majority of the newspapers. That would be the mass media. And they control the magazines in this country, part of the media. They use the columns of these newspapers to club into submission or drive out of office public officials who refuse to do the bidding of the powerful, corrupt cliches which compose this invisible shadow government. It operates under a cover of self-created screen and seizes our executive officers, our legislative bodies and schools, and our courts, our newspapers, which is our mass media, and every agency created for the public protection. Who said it? New York City Mayor John F. Hyland. And may I just finish with one more president, the last president to ever speak about the Illuminati. The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are as a people inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. Our way of life is under attack. Those who make themselves our enemy are advancing around the globe. No war ever posed a greater threat to our security. If you are awaiting a finding of clear and present danger, then I can only say that the danger has never been more clear, and its presence has never been more imminent. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding the sphere of influence, an infiltration instead of an invasion, on subversion instead of elections. Say that again, subversion instead of elections. On intimidation instead of free choice. Man, sounds like the mass media speaking on behalf of the establishment in Washington, if I've ever heard such a thing. Unbelievable. It's like guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly effective machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced. Makes you worry about Justice Scalia. Not praised. No expenditure is questioned. No rumor is printed. No secret is revealed. Who said this? John F. Kennedy, the 35th president of the United States. And he was assassinated. Since then, not another president has ever spoken of the secret societies and the intent of the Illuminati. The New World Order is coming. We're on the brink of the beast. Let's take America back. Heidi just handed me this cup. As I said, take back America. We're going to be I'm doing a Take Back America conference in West Monroe, Louisiana. We're going to have a great time all day long, March 12th. Why don't you come to West Monroe, Louisiana? West Monroe, to the West Monroe Civic Center. Why don't you? You can go to my website and register. It's a free conference. Come on. Bring a carload of people. Come on, veterans. Come on, patriots. Come on, Christians. Come on, evangelicals. Come on, those that believe in one nation under God. We want to restore prayer everywhere. Restore faith in people's hearts. Restore vision in the young and the old. Restore truth in every tongue. Restore freedom in our daily life. Restore speech to express our views. Restore life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Take America back, and we'll do it by the prayer of God's people. I'll see you guys then. God bless you. Enjoy Super Tuesday. You're going to hear the very things that I just read all night long. Are you saved? Jesus is coming soon. Jesus is coming soon.